Have you ever stopped to think that some of the changes you're experiencing in your body might be telling you something deeper? In this video, I invite you to discover how those small physical symptoms, which we often ignore, could be signs of a spiritual awakening in progress. We're not talking about random changes but rather manifestations that reflect a more intimate connection between your body and the universe. As we move forward, I encourage you to pay attention to each of these 9 signs. You may recognize some of them in yourself, and if you do, it will be an opportunity to understand that these physical adjustments are not coincidences, but part of a profound change in your being. These signs guide you toward a broader understanding of your spirituality and your place in the world. If at any point you resonate with what I mention, I would love for you to share your experience in the comments. Tell us how many of these signs you've experienced and how they've influenced your life. And if you find this content valuable or inspiring, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can keep exploring this incredible path of spiritual growth together. By joining us, you will become part of a community that, like you, is searching for a deeper and more meaningful connection. One of the first signs you might notice during your spiritual awakening is a change in your body temperature. This can manifest as sudden waves of heat or chills that seem to have no apparent physical cause. You may have experienced moments when your body suddenly heats up, or on the contrary, you feel an inexplicable chill running through you. Although these changes may seem small or confusing, they are not merely biological fluctuations. In many cases, these sensations of heat result from a phenomenon known as Kundalini Rising, a term that describes the awakening of spiritual energy that lies dormant within each of us. As this energy rises, it can release emotional and energetic blockages that have built up in the body. This can create an intense feeling of heat that seems to come from deep within you, as if your body is recalibrating. On the other hand, those chills running through your skin for no apparent reason are your body's response to integrating higher frequency energies. These thermal fluctuations are not always extreme. In fact, throughout the day, you may notice more subtle changes, such as warmth in your hands during meditation or a cool breeze on your face when you're lost in thought. These are signs that your physical being is adjusting and aligning with a new spiritual vibration. It's important to remember that, although these sensations may be unexpected, they are not a cause for concern. On the contrary, they are positive signs that your body is adapting to a new state of consciousness, tuning into a higher frequency. Just like when an operating system is updated on a device, this adjustment process can sometimes cause temporary discomfort. However, each of these changes is an essential part of your evolution toward a higher level of connection and spiritual understanding. Another common sign of spiritual awakening is increased sensitivity to light and sound. Perhaps you've noticed that lights that used to go unnoticed now seem too bright, or that certain sounds, which didn't bother you before, suddenly seem more intense and harder to tolerate. This change is not just a simple alteration in your senses but a sign that your body and mind are tuning into higher energy frequencies. During this process, it's as if your spiritual antenna is being fine-tuned to pick up signals you didn't perceive before. You're beginning to experience the world more vividly, with brighter colors and clearer sounds, as if someone turned up the volume on the reality around you. This heightened sensitivity is a manifestation of your growing connection with subtle energies and higher vibrations. Imagine walking down a street you know well, but suddenly the colors seem more vibrant, the sound sharper, and you feel almost overwhelmed by the clarity of everything around you. This is not a coincidence. Your body is adjusting to a new level of perception, allowing you to pick up details that previously blended into the background. External stimuli are no longer perceived superficially. Instead, they reach you with a depth and sharpness that reflect your spiritual evolution. To cope with this increased sensitivity, it's important to create a calm environment around you. consider dimming the lights in your home and finding moments of silence or natural sounds to help balance this new perception. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and conscious breathing, can help you manage this sensory overload. Over time, you will realize that this new sensitivity is a powerful tool that allows you to experience the world in a richer and more intense way, connecting you more deeply with the universe around you. One of the most intriguing signs of spiritual awakening is the sensation of tingling or vibrations in different parts of the body. Maybe you felt a slight tingling in your hands, feet, or even the crown of your head, as if tiny sparks of energy were moving just beneath your skin's surface. These sensations, though subtle, are not random. In fact, they are a clear sign that your body is reacting to higher spiritual energies. In many cases, these vibrations are concentrated around the chakras, which are energy centers located at different points in the body. Ancient sages have recognized these points as gateways to greater awareness. When these energy centers are activated or aligned, you may feel that tingling or subtle buzzing, indicating that energy is flowing more freely through your being. Imagine feeling a slight tingling at the crown of your head, as if a soft current of energy were flowing into you from above. This sensation, known as the opening of the crown chakra, reflects a deeper connection with the divine and spiritual energies. Similarly, a tingling sensation between your brows can be a sign that your third eye chakra, associated with intuition and perception, is beginning to open. But these sensations are not always limited to the chakras. Sometimes, you may notice a subtle vibration coursing through your entire body or concentrated in a specific area for no apparent reason. This is a sign that your physical body is responding to the influx of new spiritual energies and is processing and adjusting to these higher frequencies. If you ever feel overwhelmed by these sensations, meditation and deep breathing can help you balance your energy. In the end, these vibrations are breadcrumbs on your spiritual path, guiding you toward a deeper connection with the universe. A very common aspect of spiritual awakening is the disruption of sleep patterns and the appearance of much more vivid dreams. You may have noticed that you wake up in the middle of the night, perhaps between 2 o'clock and 4 a.m., feeling inexplicably alert, even though these hours used to pass without any events. This disruption in sleep, though it may seem frustrating, is deeply connected to your spiritual process. During spiritual awakening, the body and mind adjust to new energies, and this can disrupt natural sleep rhythms. It's as if your biological clock is syncing with a higher cosmic rhythm. This awakening in the middle of the night is not a mere coincidence. Traditionally, the hours between 2 o'clock and 4 a.m. have been seen as a time of heightened spiritual activity. In those hours of stillness, when the outside world is quiet, spiritual energies are more intense, and your consciousness is more receptive to receiving messages and revelations. Besides these nighttime awakenings, you may have also noticed that your dreams have taken on a different quality. It's possible that your dreams are now much more vivid, full of symbolism and messages that seem almost prophetic. This happens because, during the awakening process, your subconscious becomes more active, processing the spiritual energy and information you receive during the day. Dreams become a powerful tool to integrate and understand these new realities. It's as if your mind cannot disconnect because it is continuously processing new spiritual perceptions. Although it may be tempting to worry about the lack of sleep or the nighttime interruptions, it's important to view this process as a natural part of your spiritual evolution. Rather than becoming frustrated, take advantage of these unexpected moments of wakefulness to meditate, reflect, or simply be at peace. Another of the less understood aspects of spiritual awakening is the unexplained physical pains that sometimes accompany this process. These spiritual growing pains can manifest unexpectedly in different parts of the body, such as the head, neck, back, or shoulders. Often, these discomforts arise for no apparent reason and don't seem to have a clear physical cause. However, what many people don't realize is that these pains can be directly related to your spiritual evolution. As your consciousness expands, your body must also adapt to support the new energies you're receiving. Imagine that your body is like a vessel that has been storing emotions, tensions, and unprocessed energies for a long time. With spiritual awakening, those stagnant energies begin to be released, which can cause temporary physical discomfort. One of the areas where these pains are most commonly experienced is in the neck and shoulders. These parts of the body are known for storing a great deal of emotional tension. As you begin to release old emotions and thought patterns, your physical body responds by releasing that accumulated energy, which can cause pain or stiffness. Similarly, headaches or pressure in the forehead may be related to the opening of the third eye or the activation of other energy centers in your body. It's important to remember that these pains are not permanent. Though they may be uncomfortable, they are signs of progress. It's as if your body is undergoing a kind of deep energetic cleansing, allowing blocked energies to be released to make way for higher vibrations. To manage these pains, self-care is key. Be sure to rest when needed, stay hydrated, and practice gentle movements like yoga or stretching to help release the tension. As you move through your spiritual awakening process, you will not only notice changes within but also see these changes reflected in your physical appearance. You may look in the mirror and notice something different about yourself. Perhaps your skin seems more radiant, clearer, or you feel more vibrant without knowing exactly why. Throughout this process, many people report that their skin begins to have a healthy glow, a clearer and more rejuvenated appearance. This is no coincidence. As you release emotional tensions and stagnant energies, your body also begins to release the accumulated stress that may have been affecting your physical health. When you free yourself from these emotional burdens, cortisol, which is the stress hormone, decreases in your body, contributing to healthier, more radiant skin. Moreover, these changes may not be limited to the skin. Many people experience a greater sense of vitality, a more open posture, and an overall feeling of lightness that is noticeable in their way of walking and behaving. All of this is a physical manifestation of the energetic adjustments you're integrating on a spiritual level. It's as if your inner self is radiating outward, and the world can see the results of your inner growth. It's important to understand that these changes in physical appearance are not the ultimate goal of spiritual awakening but rather a natural consequence of your transformation. Your body, like your mind and spirit, is tuning into higher frequencies, and this is reflected in your outer appearance. It's a beautiful sign that you're on the right path and that your being is finding balance between the physical, emotional, and spiritual. One of the most surprising signs of spiritual awakening is the unexplained fluctuation in your weight. Perhaps you've noticed that your weight has changed without you making any adjustments to your diet or exercise routine. These fluctuations can go in both directions. You might lose weight suddenly or gain a few pounds without an apparent reason. When you embark on a deep spiritual journey, your body begins to release old energies, repressed emotions, and emotional burdens you've carried for years. If you've noticed weight loss, it may be a reflection that your body is releasing these energetic burdens. It's as if you're shedding layers of emotional weight that you no longer need to carry with you, which also manifests in your physical form. On the other hand, if you've gained some weight, don't be alarmed. Often, this temporary weight gain is the result of water retention in the body as it stabilizes and assimilates the new energies you're working with. The water in your body acts as a conduit for higher energies, helping you process and integrate these new frequencies. This process is completely natural, and once your body adjusts, these fluctuations tend to stabilize on their own. These weight fluctuations are not a sign that something is wrong. On the contrary, they are a signal that your body is in the middle of an energetic recalibration process. It's important that during this time, you focus on taking care of yourself with love and compassion. Stay hydrated, eat mindfully, and listen to your body when it asks for rest or movement. As your body adjusts to these new vibrations, you will notice that your weight and energy will return to balance. During spiritual awakening, it's common to experience significant fluctuations in your energy levels. You may feel full of vitality and inspiration one moment, as if you could conquer the world, only to find yourself deeply tired the next, without the strength to continue with even the simplest tasks. This rise and fall of energy, though puzzling, is not a coincidence but an integral part of the spiritual adjustment process. During these high-energy moments, you're likely to feel overwhelming creativity, a sense of mental clarity, or a deep inspiration to act. Take advantage of these moments to advance your spiritual or creative projects, as your mind and body are tuned into a higher frequency that pushes you forward. However, these peaks are often followed by periods where you feel a strong need to rest. This fatigue is not the result of illness but rather the intensity of the energetic work happening within you. Sometimes, you may even experience physical symptoms like hot flashes or sudden chills, which are signs that you're releasing dense energies and allowing lighter frequencies to enter. These changes in your body temperature, along with changes in your energy levels, are clear signs that your body is processing and letting go of the old to make way for the new. It's important to respect these cycles and not become frustrated when fatigue visits you. Instead of trying to force your body to function at the same level all the time, listen to what it needs. If you feel your energy is at its peak, take advantage of that momentum to move forward, but when fatigue sets in, allow yourself to rest and regenerate. Remember that your body is in the middle of an energetic integration process that requires patience and self-care. As your spiritual awakening progresses, you may notice a curious and sometimes disconcerting phenomenon, a ringing or buzzing in your ears that appears without an apparent cause. This sound, though it may seem uncomfortable or even annoying at first, is actually a sign that you're tuning into higher frequencies and spiritual energies. It's as if the universe were trying to communicate with you through a subtle channel that you couldn't perceive before. This ringing is not similar to common environmental noise or tinnitus, which is a medical condition. What you're experiencing is more intermittent and tends to occur at times when your level of consciousness is shifting or when you're in a state of greater spiritual connection. Many people describe these sounds as a kind of cosmic whisper, a sign that you're opening channels to receive information and vibrations from higher dimensions. Imagine that your ears are like a radio being tuned to pick up more subtle signals. During this process, you may hear high-pitched buzzing or sounds that seem to come from another plane of reality. This indicates that you're receiving spiritual transmissions, energies that are not always perceptible through ordinary senses. Often, this sound is a reminder that you're in tune with higher energies and that your ability to receive spiritual information is increasing. It's important not to worry about these sounds, as they are not harmful or indicative of any physical problem. Instead, see them as an invitation to deepen your spiritual practice. Every time you notice this buzzing, it's a good moment to pause and pay attention to what's happening around or within you. What sensations are you experiencing? What thoughts are flowing? Often, this phenomenon is accompanied by greater mental clarity or deep intuition. It's important to remember that these physical signs are not the end goal but a guide on your spiritual path. Just as a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly, your body and mind are undergoing a metamorphosis that can sometimes be uncomfortable but necessary for your growth. Every sensation, every change, is a step toward a more authentic and connected version of yourself. As you continue to navigate these experiences, I invite you to embrace the process with patience and compassion. Remember that your body is a reflection of your spiritual evolution, and it's working hard to adjust to these new energies. Take care of yourself, listen to your body's signals, and continue trusting the process. While some of these changes may seem strange or even challenging, they are reminders that you're on the right path, moving toward greater alignment with the universe. If these signs have resonated with you, share it in the comments, and don't hesitate to join our community by subscribing to the channel. By doing so, you'll be connecting with others who, like you, are on their own journey of transformation. Remember, spiritual awakening is an ongoing journey, and every step you take brings you closer to your inner truth. Trust the process and keep moving toward your highest purpose.